The Fitzwilliam Enigma. Collaboration, coercion, and a nation divided. In the aftermath of World War II, Britain grappled with the immense task of rebuilding and reckoning. Among the shadows of victory, accusations of collaboration haunted those suspected of aiding the enemy. Few cases ignited public debate as fiercely as that of Lord Edward Fitzwilliam. The son of the Duke of Ashworth, Fitzwilliam stood accused of collaborating with the Nazi regime. His trial in 1946 became a lightning rod for anxieties about class privilege and the murky morality of wartime survival. This is the story of a nation divided by doubt. Lord Edward Fitzwilliam was no stranger to controversy. Before the war, he openly expressed admiration for fascist ideologies. These views, once dismissed as youthful indiscretions, now form the bedrock of the prosecution's case. Fitzwilliam had been residing in occupied France during the war. The prosecution alleged that he actively aided the German war effort from within. Letters, witness testimonies, and financial records painted a damning picture. The prosecution presented a series of letters penned by Fitzwilliam. These letters revealed pro-Nazi sentiments and a disturbing admiration for the regime's power. They suggested a deep-seated ideological alignment with the enemy. Witnesses came forward alleging that Fitzwilliam provided information to the Gestapo. These testimonies, though contested, cast a dark shadow over his actions in occupied France. The implications were severe. Financial records revealed dealings with German officials. The prosecution argued that Fitzwilliam profited from these transactions, further solidifying the image of a collaborator. Greed, it seemed, may have been a powerful motivator. The defense painted a different picture of Lord Edward Fitzwilliam. They argued that he was a victim of circumstance, forced to cooperate under duress. His family, trapped in France, became leverage for the Nazi regime. His pro-fascist views, they claimed, were youthful indiscretions, long abandoned. Any assistance he provided was minimal and coerced, a desperate attempt to protect his loved ones. This was a story of survival, not betrayal. Witnesses testified to Fitzwilliam's acts of kindness towards French citizens. They spoke of his efforts to shield them from German persecution, risking his own safety in the process. These acts of compassion complicated the narrative. The defense highlighted a crucial weakness in the prosecution's case. There was a lack of direct evidence linking Fitzwilliam to specific acts of betrayal. No concrete proof existed that he directly harmed Allied forces or resistance members. This absence of definitive proof became a central point of contention. Could circumstantial evidence alone condemn a man to the label of traitor? The jury faced a difficult decision. The trial became a media sensation, captivating the nation. Public opinion was sharply divided, reflecting the deep moral complexities of the case. Fitzwilliam became a symbol of wartime ambiguity. Some saw him as a traitor who deserved the harshest punishment. They believed that his privileged background made his actions even more reprehensible. Justice demanded retribution. Others viewed him as a tragic figure caught in an impossible situation. They sympathized with the difficult choices he faced under Nazi occupation. Forgiveness, they argued, was the only path to healing. The prosecution emphasized the moral responsibility of British citizens to resist the enemy. Regardless of personal risk, they argued, loyalty to the crown was paramount. No excuse could justify collaboration. The defense focused on the brutal realities of life under Nazi occupation. They highlighted the difficult choices people were forced to make to survive. Morality, they suggested, was a luxury few could afford. After weeks of intense deliberation, the jury reached an impasse. They were unable to reach a unanimous verdict, resulting in a deadlock. The fate of Lord Edward Fitzwilliam remained uncertain. A retrial was ordered, offering a second chance to determine his guilt or innocence, but fate intervened before the legal process could resume. The truth remained elusive. Before the retrial could commence, Lord Edward Fitzwilliam died of a sudden illness. His death left the question of his guilt or innocence unresolved, forever shrouded in mystery. The case became a historical enigma. The circumstances surrounding his death fueled further speculation. Some whispered of suicide, a final act of guilt. Others suspected foul play, a silencing by powerful forces. The truth, however, remained hidden. The Fitzwilliam case remains a controversial and complex example of the moral ambiguities of wartime collaboration. It continues to be debated and analyzed by historians and legal scholars alike. The echoes of the trial resonate even today. The high social standing of the accused added another layer of complexity. The case forced Britain to confront uncomfortable questions about class, privilege, and the complexities of moral compromise. Justice, it seemed, was not always blind. The conflicting evidence and the unresolved nature of the verdict contribute to the enduring fascination with the Fitzwilliam enigma. It serves as a reminder that history is rarely black and white. The truth often lies in the gray areas. Was Lord Edward Fitzwilliam a traitor who betrayed his country for personal gain? Or was he a victim of circumstance, forced to make impossible choices under duress? The answer remains elusive. The Fitzwilliam case forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about the nature of guilt, innocence, and moral compromise. It challenges us to consider the complexities of human behavior in times of extreme crisis. The legacy of Lord Edward Fitzwilliam serves as a cautionary tale. It reminds us that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, we must strive to uphold our values and resist the temptation to compromise our principles. The cost of collaboration is often too high.